It's week 9 of the 2024 season, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Texans and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans. Well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try to run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. On the bootleg, Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here, because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3 psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Vincent. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Crockett. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Crockett. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, the numbers for Pierce last week, 20 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep it.
There he goes, right side. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 11. 80 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touching on a finger on him until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Hey, check that, check that. Bronco switch, Bronco unlock line. Roll.
Pierce is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Great defense there on third and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. The kick by Lutz is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw on second down. Crockett firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
The Steelers at 2-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 82 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
To throw on third down. Crockett working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Let's go now. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA's. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Crockett. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Vincent. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Crockett. He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trail. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The second down throw now from Stroud. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man just couldn't hang on to the slant. That's complete to Dell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here goes Stroud again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Cameron Hayward with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The kick by Lutz is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now he's loose at the 40. And he was finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. The ultimate speedster showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They loved it.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward it for that one. A big-time monster run.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They fire this one quickly to Austin. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7th. He's had his interception woe. Season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Ready.
Stroud looking to throw. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Houston.
Let's go.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Reload.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Set up.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On first down, here's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd and 10.
Big alert. Big alert. Warrior 70. Hey, smash. 70 range. 70 range. Let's go.
To throw again. Crockett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Crockett flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll look to throw again. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Crockett. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Back to throw. Crockett dancing to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A shotgun snap to Stroud. We'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch. And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Crockett. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So we have reached halftime, and what's a halftime over? No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL.
And now the rookie's free. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw on 3rd down, Crockett. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A gain of 32 that time.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Throwing on 1st down, Crockett. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Crockett looking end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Texans to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Ready?
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Vincent, room here to run.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Off play action. Crockett. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On first down, Crockett.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
And this one's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Crockett flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Boswell's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Stroud to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Stroud out of the gun here. Finding Bourne here over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Pass complete once again to Bourne. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our 4th quarter time. The kick by Lutz is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st and 10, Crockett. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Crockett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Crockett. A short one there to Freiermuth. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, Crockett eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So Stroud and the Texans down 20-16, a little under 50 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Finding Schultz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Stroud. Out right to Bourne. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Stroud. Into the hands of Beckham.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with 17 seconds to play. Stroud to throw it.
He's going to let it fly. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. This for all the marbles. This ball intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Steelers, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And